Hey, what is going on, guys? This is Connor Sims here, and today I'm bringing you guys my top 5 controller companies based on my experience. And a lot of people have been asking me, what controller should I get? Why is this so good? Why is this so bad? Tell me a little bit more. So I don't think a lot of people saw the actual reviews of the controllers that I'm about to talk about, so I'll have all of them linked down in the description below if you want some more detail. So there's only so many controller companies. Some of these are going to be a little bit more extreme than the others. Some are going to be really good, some are going to be really bad, but basically in the number 5 spot we have Cinch Gaming. So Cinch is probably the worst controller company I've ever experienced in my entire life for a couple of reasons. So to start off, I ordered my Cinch right before Black Ops 3 came out because my Scuf broke, which is another piece of shit company. We'll get into that in a second. But yeah, I ordered my Cinch right before Black Ops 3 came out. I paid for it to come like earlier than later. I don't really remember what it was called, but I had like some special option. I paid like $20 extra to get it faster, and it actually took longer than what they said. It was going to be like 1 week to get there. It took like 2.5, so I basically wasted money there just to start off. So that was kind of annoying. So I get the fucking controller, I open it up, and they gave me 2 A buttons, or 2 X buttons rather, I'm sorry. So on the left paddle it was the X button to jump, and the same thing on the right paddle was the X button. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I didn't mess this up. So what I did is I looked inside the box and it had the receipt. It said the left paddle was mapped to X, the right paddle is mapped to circle. So I'm like, dude, what the fuck? I was actually pretty pissed because knifing, especially right before like Black Ops 3, we were still playing AW. That like punch or melee in AW was really fucking important. So I was pretty pissed off about that, but you know what, I could let it slide. The main reason I need this is to shoot and jump and stuff at the same time. So whatever, I let it slide. So I reviewed the controller. I said it was pretty nice. It was decent quality. Everything was cool. They just happened to fuck up that button, and it took a little while to get here. Whatever, I'll let it go. But 2 days after that review, I had to post a part 2 because the whole entire fucking thing broke. So I'm like, dude, you gotta be kidding me, man. The fucking controller broke. Not one paddle, not the one on the left. I was like, alright, you know what, maybe because the left one actually broke first. So I'm like, okay, maybe they gave me 2 for a reason, because they knew one was gonna break or some shit. So we go back, I go and I use the right one, and that one breaks too. So the whole controller is fucking useless. Both paddles broke, or buttons I should say, broke within 2 days. Whole controller was a complete piece of shit. Broke, it was late, and they fucked up the configuration. I don't know how it can get much worse than that. So I would definitely not recommend Cinch Gaming. So up next is Scuf Gaming, and I mean, this is kind of self-explanatory. Anybody that's used the Scuf kind of knows. The insides are just really like poor quality. The parts and the actual materials used in the controller, just they're not good, man. Like the sprint buttons are always fucking up. I've gone through, in total, probably since I think the end of Ghost, I've had a total of I think 13 or 14 Scuf controllers, and they just break every time. I fucking have to send them back. There was a point where I had 3 controllers at once, and what I would do is I would have one always being repaired, because I would have like a rotation that I would do. I'd have one being repaired, one that I'd be using, and one as a backup. So when the one that I was using would break, I could use the one that was a backup and then get one ready to send out, and just keep shipping them out and paying for them to repair. So overall, that was like a huge cycle. I just had to keep going because there's really no other controller companies at the time that I knew, and I had enough, and that's when I went to Cinch, and Cinch let me down even more, as you guys know from the previous topic. But yeah, man, Scuf, I don't think the controller's that bad, like the functionality when you're using it, but holy shit, they just fucking drop like flies, and they're so poorly made. But I mean, if you can get one to actually be like good quality and sturdy for you, I mean, I guess you could go with Scuf, but that's just based on my experience there, and I just know that it wasn't one fluky controller because it's happened with literally a dozen. Up next is the Controller People, and this is a very kind of like underground company. They're based out of Europe, and they contacted me to send me a controller to review. Not sponsored by them, nothing like that. Literally all they did was send me a controller, ask me to review it. So basically I thought this was a pretty solid controller. It wasn't the greatest thing I've ever used in my life, but it definitely was not a bad controller by any means. I'd put it above Cinch and Scuf. Instead of buttons or paddles or something, it had something called click sticks, which are kind of like almost like triggers, but they clicked and they just worked as the paddles and stuff. So they were really nice. The sprint button wasn't exactly the greatest thing in the world. It didn't make that nice satisfying click sound. I'll put it up to the mic like this. Like there's none of that, but it was pretty good, man. I didn't despise the controller. They sent it to me for free, and I think overall the price on it wasn't that expensive. So I would consider them, especially if you live in Europe. There's not that many like European controller companies, and you'll probably get your controller very fast if you order it from them if you're from Europe. So that's definitely an option there. Up next is the Collective Mind Strike Pack. I reviewed both of the Xbox One and PS4 versions of this, and holy shit. For $30, you cannot go wrong. I've been using mine pretty much every single day since I made that video, and just unbelievable, man. The quality of it is amazing. You can do so many different things with it. Just everything about it. It's such a clever product. The way it works is so awesome. I mean, really the only like flaw with it, I guess you could say, is that you can't have like squid grips or control freak grips on it. Not regular control freaks, but like the grip that goes over your controller. You can't use that in conjunction with this product, but I mean, that's not that big of a deal. I have the brand new PS4 Pro controller that has like the wired stuff, and I just threw this on there, and I'm playing wired with the Strike Pack. So that was really fucking awesome, and overall I'm pretty satisfied with it, especially for $30. I mean, you're basically turning your controller, any normal controller, into a fucking Scuf slash whatever the hell you want to call it. So really awesome there. And last but not least, Beaver. So this is probably the best controller company out right now. They started getting a lot of popularity after Call of Duty Championships 2016, mainly because of the fact that they provided the solution for all the pro players to play without the Bluetooth. So that was really awesome. They were ahead of their time making stuff, and they have like a completely wired controller, which is really awesome. And they're just doing a lot of stuff, man. Beaver, all like handmade, hand done. Like I saw a picture on Twitter, they're sitting there literally in their fucking headquarters or whatever, doing everything by hand. Like all their whole staff sitting there in chairs doing shit by hand, and people are probably fucking thinking it's a sweatshop or something, but I'm sure it's not actually like that. But holy shit, they do everything by hand. It's all just perfect fucking quality, well made, just awesome stuff. They're based out of Texas in the United States, of course. And they really just have it all on lock, dude. They have the best prices. Their controllers are significantly cheaper than something like Scuf. A Scuf will run you almost $200 after you ship it and everything. If you want just a regular Beaver with shipping too, you can get it for about $100. And for the best quality controller on the market. A lot of people are skeptical about buttons instead of paddles and stuff when they first switch over from Scuf to something like Beaver or Cinch for that matter. I was too, but I mean, honestly, it's worth the switch. It's not that big of a deal, and I actually have grown to prefer the buttons instead of the paddles. So that's that. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, remember to leave a like rating. Let me know what you guys think about some of these controller companies. Let me know your experiences with them in the comment section below, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.